Hey, happy Friday, and welcome to another edition of On the Needle. And today we are talking about a classic rap artist, Ludacris, who, in my opinion, I feel like he's very underrated. Even though he sold millions of records, I feel like his imprint of what he's made on hip hop has really been overlooked. His flow, his tenacity, even the way he started, literally selling CDs out the trunk of his car, and seeing his journey of what happened then and then where he is now. I mean, I think it's amazing and definitely something for anybody of any profession to shoot for. With that said, I feel like Ludacris has a lot of classic songs, and I would venture to say that most of those classics are on this particular album, Word of Mouth. When you think about rap music today, and this is just my opinion, I feel like there aren't a lot of artists who have songs that we'll hear 20 years from now, like we hear for some of these Ludacris songs on this album. So, for instance, I feel like, maybe Cardi B's I Like It Like That. That's a good example. I feel like that one we probably will hear in movies, commercials, things like that in years to come. For all of you, Cardi versus Nicki Minaj haters or whatever. I like both of them. So I will say Nicki Minaj probably has a couple of those songs too. So Super Bass, I feel like probably will be a song that people will talk about for years to come. I feel like some artists, just as an example, I feel like there are some artists out there with that. But very few and far between, in my opinion. But getting back to this album, Word of Mouth, which was released in 2001. This is Ludacris's sophomore album, which I'm gonna be honest, when I first heard his, first studio major label album, I'll say that because it wasn't technically his first album. Um, the one with What's Your Fantasy on it. I thought at that time, oh, he's really making it hard for himself for this second album because I really didn't see how he was gonna top that first one. And boy, did he to me. So roll out my business. I mean, if that song comes on now, I will stop what I'm doing and just jam out to that. Move. I'm not gonna say the word. Move. Get out the way. That's the ultimate traffic song. I mean, who hasn't thought that if you've been stuck in a traffic jam? Maybe it's just me. Area Codes, another classic. Saturday. Oof. Saturday is actually probably one of my favorite Ludacris songs. I wish he would have done more work with like Sleepy Brown, because Sleepy Brown sings on the hook, and with Organized Noise, because I feel like they are a really, really good match. Um, and that's just the singles, the songs that I just mentioned. Um, Really, even the album cuts are jamming, and the interludes. Ludacris, I feel like, is really known for his interludes, which a lot of artists really have gotten away from today. So everything from the Coming to America intro of the album that just really lets you know, okay, this is about to be royalty. This is going to be something that comes in with a big bang. I don't know sales wise where he's at, and I don't. For those of you who watch these videos for a while, I'm not so stuck on album sales, but I will say for some artists and in some situations, album sales are a testament to how classic an album is. With that, I'll say that I know Nelly's first album, Country Grammar, has gone diamond since it's released. And I believe Nellyville is also up for diamond. And Ludacris was in that same class, so to speak, as far as like around the time that they both popped off. I, to me, Word of Mouth should be diamond. I don't know what the sales figures are. If y'all know, drop it in the comments. But for those that don't know, diamond is 10 million sales in the US only, which I believe in history there's maybe 100 at best albums that have gone diamond. So very small class of people. One thing I can appreciate about this packaging, y'all know I love my packaging, is this is not a standard colored vinyl or black vinyl. It's actually clear. So dope. I thought that was really cool. And it's a double disc, so, or double vinyl, I guess you could say, not disc. But yeah, Ludacris, I feel like he is just one of those classic rappers. Of course, you have the inside covers here. I think he's always put in a lot of effort and thought into his album covers and the visuals, these music videos. I mean, let's get into that for a minute. Roll out such a comical video and a refreshing way to basically just say, get out of my business. Who would have thought to not only come up with the beat and then match those types of lyrics with that beat, but then also sit down for a video treatment and say, okay, this is what we're going to do to bring this vision to life. I mean, I thought it was a genius video, to be honest. Even the Saturday video, a lot of the colors, the storyline, just crazy. I mean, people don't make music videos like that anymore. I think Ludacris came out at the tail end of that era, where I'd say after about 2005, 2006, you didn't really see artists doing those types of music videos that he did, where they were so well thought out and the graphics were something that you wouldn't normally see. I think after that point, a lot of artists realized that you really didn't need to necessarily spend all that money or do some of those things to get some of the same sales, which in my opinion has made some artists a little bit lazy. That's just my opinion. I do feel like you can still be extremely creative without having a big budget. Take Kalani, for instance, her album that she directed the music videos herself in quarantine. I think it was All Good Until It Wasn't, or I think that was the name of the album. The one where she's in the booty shorts, standing up on the chair, looking over the wall. She actually took the time out to learn how to do photography and learn how to do videography. That's a true artist right there. Ludacris, of course, I feel like is a true artist, and I feel like a lot of the people that are out today, they're so used to this microwave stardom. Now, if they have a big backing and a big machine behind them, then yeah, the videos and visuals I feel like are good. But Ludacris is one of those artists where I feel like, yes, you can argue that back then he did have a machine behind him when he was making some of those big budget videos, but the creativity, you can't take that away. Even with his flow and the way his puns and wit, he's up there. I feel like when people discuss the GOATs of rap, I feel like he's honestly not in the conversation enough. It could be possibly because he has more of a comical flow, I guess you could say. It's more lighthearted. Even when he's being aggressive, I feel like it's not something on the level of like a Tupac or a Biggie or a Nas as far as the aggression goes. But lyrically, flow, puns, all that, he deserves to be in the conversation to me. But what are y'all's thoughts on this album, on Word of Mouth? What do you think about it? What do you think about Ludacris? Who are some of your favorite hip-hop artists, and who do you think should be included in the conversation of the greats? Let me know, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you have not done so already. And thanks for tuning in. Peace.